Without a doubt.
This week we've had the bomb scares, and everybody's laying all the incivility and all the terrorist feelings that people are having right now on Donald Trump. But people don't remember, or they never read, or they were never exposed to the facts that over the last 5 or 6 months, there have been attempts made on the lives of his family, one of his sons. His wife was sent a letter with ricin, with poison in it. There have been 2 or 3 cabinet members in about the last month in Donald Trump's cabinet that have been sent envelopes full of ricin, a poison. We have a media that is trying to make it look like it's just one side or one-sided. The main reason why I want our people to stand up and to be active in the lives of the people that we elect is that these people are living in some times where literally their families are at stake. We have Judge Kavanaugh that just became a Supreme Court justice. His wife and children's lives are threatened during his hearing. And if we elect people to represent us, we have to be sure to stand behind them and let them know that we will support them and that we're not going to leave them hanging out there by themselves. I remember Lyman T. Johnson in the 50s. My mother taught school with him at Central. There was a threat against his life somewhere in the mid-50s. I can't remember exactly what year it was. The Klan threatened his life. And I remember my dad was one of a group of men who somebody went and asked Lyman T. if he wanted people to put together a group of people to bodyguard. And he said, well, he wasn't scared. He didn't want to know. If you remember Lyman T. Johnson, he wasn't afraid of nothing. They actually a few guys organized themselves and at night would guard his house. And my dad was one of them. And I don't know if Lyman T. ever found out about it or not. That was what we had to do to support our leaders during the civil rights period. But now we've gotten so lax and we've gotten so laissez-faire about our political posturing that literally we put politicians out there and then we offer them no support until the next time they need a vote. We need to be letting them know that not only are we bugging you because we want you to do right, but we wanted to let you know that if you need us, we will be there to support you. And if somebody sends you an envelope full of poison to your wife or to your children, that we will be ready to help you protect your wife and your children. Because these are some days right here, Doc. We need to begin to start believing some of these people who are burning cars,
threatening,
who are meeting people in restaurants, and taking their to-go box and throwing it in the street, that type of thing, as occurred to Mitch McConnell last weekend. We had Rand Paul, guy physically attacked him in his yard, broke ribs, and punctured his lung. He ended up with pneumonia. But these are things that the media is not speaking of in terms of political violence. They have been happening for a while. It's just they've been happening to conservatives. They haven't been happening to liberals.
I commend both of Dr. Frank Simon and you, Brother Rick. I conclude, one of the things that I really, really esteem about the rest of the news in Dr. Simon's entity, American Family Association, is that you all have stood as a mediator between the family institution and this nation, this world that we live in.
Yeah.
We need more voices. We don't need to be concerned about opinions, but we have one book called the Holy
Bible.
Word and the Holy Writ
Amen.
of God that He wrote the whole creation. It will not be changed, modified, dictated to, no matter who's in office. We appreciate the mediators like a Dr. Frank Salmon and a Brother Rick and the Jerry Stevenson. I could go on and on and on. So I commend you, brothers, in the faith.
Coleman, yeah.
Let the voice be heard. God, He will reinforce His voice. You all just keep shouting it from the rooftop.
That's right.
I'm going to be fasting for November the 6th. I believe it's right. But this election, I'll be asking God as I turn my plate over that the Lord would institute righteousness, sanctification, that the Bible and even prayer would be put back into our public schools.
Praise
quickly.
the Lord.
Believe that there will be courses taught in our public schools about not our history, but about our spiritual roots, where we all came from, and the real creation story. So God bless you, Dr. Simon. Keep sounding the trumpet in Zion. God bless you, Brother Rick. Appreciate you all. And,
thank you, Pastor.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you all so graciously.
All
and
right.
we'll see you real soon.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
thank you very much. Well, that was wonderful, wasn't it?
Yeah, City Church, Pastor Coleman, Larry Coleman. I think at one point they got hooked up with the Lord's Kitchen operation. I think they serve 1 or 2 meals a day.
At their church.
At their church. Down at 26 and Grand. If you want to benefit, we're always saying, what can we do to help West Louisville? There are ministries all over West Louisville, but you need to look. You need to be real picky. If you're being picky, Pastor, the City Church, Pastor Larry Coleman's organization at 26 and Grand, is a place that really knows how to use resources to help people who are in need of it.
They give 2 meals a day.
Yeah, I believe so. I may be wrong on the 2. It might just be 1, but it's a good meal. If it's just 1, I think they have a clothing closet there. They've got Dare to Care. Well, it's not a big church, but it's a full-service organization
that is great.
That benefits West Louisville.
It means a lot when you have somebody like that come on the program and say, well, we're going to pray about this election.
Quite a deal you had Saturday down at Corner of Hope.
Oh, yeah.
We had a ball, man. Good food, good friends. Got to see Pastor Stevenson. Pray for him. He had to have
surgery.
Yeah, he had some
back surgery.
I think that was Wednesday, and he's in recuperation now. I haven't talked to him. Looks like I'll be on the radio 4 days a week.
All by yourself.
It's okay. It's okay. He's trained me well. He's poured a bunch into my head. He told me a lot of stuff. He'll be back on the pony riding hard again.
Well, they said that he put some information on Facebook.
Okay.
Social media about the election. He's put something in there. Well, look, Brother Rick, the time's about gone.
Well, we're running up on it, ain't we?
God bless you. Thank you, Brother Rick.
Let's keep going. So, yes,
yeah. You may have to pay him double next.
We have a producer, the guy that produces your program, does the bumper music for the Sunday night show. Yeah, Dave Reichel. He's an excellent producer. All the producers in here are good. What he knows about music, if he doesn't know it, it's probably ain't worth knowing.
God bless you, and tune in again next week for the rest of the news. Hello, and welcome to the rest of the news. Our special guest today is Corbin Seaver. How are you today?
Doing good, Doc.
Now, you're a chess player.
Yeah, I'm the senior coach for the West Louisville Chess Club. The West Louisville Chess Club was founded by the Louisville Urban League back in May of 2016, and they appointed me as the senior coach.
Something happened a while back. How long has it been now?
It happened back in July.
July.
The little controversy. Yeah, it happened back in July. Let me give you a little background to that first, if I could. The West Louisville Chess Club, as I said earlier, was started in May 2016. I immediately got our chess athletes into local tournaments and in preparation for a regional tournament that's held every year in Cincinnati, Ohio, usually in March of every year. It's called the Queen City Classic. So we went there, got them all ready. We went to the Queen City Classic in 2017. Didn't do too well. We won no team trophies. I think the closest we got was like 10th place. Took about 15, and we only had one of our chess athletes who got a place trophy. His name was Jovan. He got a place trophy. So the great thing about that experience, though, was that everybody on the team said, Coach, we want to come back next year. As a matter of fact, even before we left Paul Brown Stadium, I had the guys and the girls saying to me, Coach, we want to come back next year. So we went back the following year. This time we had about 22, 24 with us, and we did much better. 4 of our athletes won place trophies. For example, Haley, she was in a section with 115 players. Now, these are players from all around the region, Doc. Florida, Tennessee, Ohio, Indiana. This is a Midwest regional tournament. Oh. And there's 115 in Haley's section. She got 5th place. She won 4 out of 5 her matches. In fact, she won the first 4, and then she didn't get the 5th one. She placed rather high, and then we had 3 others who got place trophies. So we went from 1 to 4, and then the really phenomenal thing was that we were in the grades 4 through 6 section, rated under 800. They had some really tough chess clubs in there. The Dragons, some people out of Detroit. The Detroit Chess Club, they brought 90 students.
90 people?
90 students. That's just the students. That's not the coaches, and that's not the parents. I was at a hotel and I saw their bus, chartered, but 3 of them just rolled up. Boom.
3 buses?
3, right. Boom, boom, boom. That's the kind of competition we were up against. We got there by everybody catch a ride with somebody. That's how we all got there. Going into the last round in that particular section, I was hoping and praying for third. I was just hoping and praying for, I was literally, please, Lord, give me third place. And then one of the parents kept nudging me. I said, man, leave me alone. I'm sweating. This is stressful. And he said, Coach, I think we got first place. And I'm saying to myself, what are you smoking? Right? Okay, this is a drug-free tournament. Now, what's up with you? I said, well, we'll see. Next thing I know, they're announcing it. We got first place.
No kidding.
We got first place. I was stunned. I was shocked. The kids were ecstatic. The parents were all over the place. They literally pulled it out at the last round. In chess, mental fatigue can set in. We've been there all day. To that time, we've probably been there 7.5 hours. But mental fatigue set in. And I would always tell the guys, you got to stay away from the sugary stuff. Do a little exercise between rounds. They overcame that mental fatigue and pulled it out first place. So, of course, when I came back home, came back to Louisville, I was talking to everybody. I was analyzing all the results and everything. And I said to myself, we were sort of like de facto representatives of the Commonwealth of Kentucky at that regional tournament.
Yeah.
Now, there were a couple of other people from Louisville, but they acted like they didn't know us. And there were very, very few of them. Maybe like 2 or 3. We had a full force there.
How many people did you have?
We had at least 24 from all Louisville, primarily from West Louisville. Kids from other parts of Louisville were with us as members of the West Louisville Chess Club. So I was like, hey, we were representing Commonwealth, Kentucky, and the city of Louisville. So when we got back, Metro Council recognized us, gave us some resolutions and certificates and all. Barbara Sexton and David James in particular were very, very supportive. They bragged on us, and we deeply appreciated that. Then the Kentucky House had me come in. Jerry Miller and Reginald Meeks. Reginald Meeks was the one who took the initiative to say, hey, I want you to come to the Kentucky House. I want to give you guys proper recognition. And he did it. He made it happen. And I've known Jerry Miller, the state rep, for a while, and he was there. He was very supportive. So the kids got recognition from the Kentucky House.
That's great.
I don't know anybody in the White House, but we got some connections with the governor. So I said to the governor's people, Governor Matt Bevin's people, I said, can we get the governor with my young people? Just give me about 10, 15 minutes. We take some pictures and all. They immediately responded. They said, we'd love to do this. Love to do this. We're really proud of what you guys have done. It's a great achievement. Just sort of lets the world know. We got some great young people in here in the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Yeah.
It's time for us to brag on him. He's the governor. He's busy. But we finally was able to arrange for him to be in Louisville. We arranged where he could be. A good common place for us was Nativity Academy. That's a Catholic school there in East Liberty. And we got that time. That was it. He was with us for 45 minutes, Doc.
Really?
45. That's a long time. Given his schedule, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And Doc, let me tell you, he greeted everybody. He talked to everybody. He made some remarks, some comments. He bragged on my students left and right, took pictures with them all. Chess athlete in particular, he really bragged on Bakari because he played Bakari. He sat down and played Bakari. I remember halfway through the game, I was like tapping him on the shoulder. It's the governor, we'd like to take some pictures with you. So he sort of looked up at me over his shoulder and was like, okay. And then he went back to playing. So he was just not going to walk away from that game. He was really into playing that game. He was really something. And then afterwards, he even talked to Bakari a little bit. When I did this, maybe you should have done this, and going back, just like a typical chess coach. Everybody took pictures with him, then it was over. It was it. It was over.
That said something, doesn't it?
It said a lot to me. Said a lot. My assistant was there. Karen Hudson was there. My chess parents were there. We all walked away. Everything's all fine and good. No problem. And Doc, next thing I know, I'm getting these phone calls. I'm getting these text messages. I'm getting these email messages. And they said, what did you think about what he said? Isn't this outrageous? Isn't this ridiculous? So I'm sort of saying to myself, what?
What did he say?
I mean, what are you talking about? Because, again, we were there 45 minutes. Now, there were some media people there.
Oh, there were?
Yeah, there were some other media people there. I didn't quite get it. And then when I was at the Louisville Urban League, they were saying to me, this is really something. This is not good. I said, what do you mean it's not good? I'm saying this inside my head. Because, Doc, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what they're talking about.
I can imagine.
Until they showed me, and I'm an old man. I'm not real good on this media stuff. So they showed it to me. Here's what they're talking about. I'm going to read it to you. Before the governor went into the building to spend 45 minutes with us, he did some sort of Facebook thing, video or something. Here's his comment. I'm going to go in and meet the members of the West Louisville Chess Club. Not something you necessarily would have thought of when you think of this section of town. That was it. And based on that, Governor Bevin got a firestorm of criticism.
No kidding.
Insensitive, stereotypical, racist. They showed me all the criticism in social media and all. It was almost as if, wait a minute, I was there. I had to remind myself I was there.
Yeah.
Now, I did not hear that comment. I did not see him do that filming and hear that comment before he walked into the building. I was in the building waiting to greet him. So it was really
a surprise.
Yeah, I was stunned. I was shocked. But I made a determination not to say anything. Very few people, other than maybe some of the chess parents, really approached me and said anything to me. But I heard David James was very critical. I want to make this real clear. David James has been a supporter of the West Louisville Chess Club from the beginning. He's been great. We love him to death. Brother's been very supportive of us. I heard David Tandy is very critical of the comments. David Tandy has been supportive as well. I don't think he's been as supportive as he wants to be because he's been rather busy lately, but David Tandy's been great to us. I heard other people very critical, but those other people never came around. I've never seen those other people before. Now, you can talk to me about Barbara Sexton. You can talk to me about Reginald Meeks. You can talk to me about James Peden, Jerry Miller, David Tandy. Yeah, those people have all been very, very supportive. They've been there. They've helped me out materially, financially, encouraging the young people. Been there. But all these other highly critical comments, I'm like, who are you? Where have you been? Where have you been? We get from everybody who's critical like $2 from them. I think the West Louisville Chess Club could like retire. We don't do any more fundraising for the next 4 years, guys. Let's go to some tournaments and let's do this and do that.
Yeah.
So I'm not here to say what Governor Bevin said was right. I'm not here to say what Governor Bevin said was wrong. What I am here to say as a senior coach, and I want to thank you for giving this opportunity, Dr. Simon, because really no other media has given the opportunity for me as a senior coach to say this. And that's to say, I'm very disappointed in that there hasn't been enough praise for my young people, for my chess athletes. Okay, you're critical of Governor Bevins, or even if you're supportive of Governor Bevins, that's fine, that's good. But it wasn't about him. It wasn't about him. It was about these young people who show some real grit in a field of competition. Louisville youth, Kentucky youth, letting the world know our backs may be up against the wall. You may have 90 plus, 100 some people up against us, but we're going to fight back. We're fighters. And no one was saying that about my young people. And so this is my opportunity to finally, once the controversy sort of went down a little, coach is going to stand up and he's going to say, hey, I don't appreciate you people not singing more praise for what these young people
missed the whole point.
Missed the whole point, Doc. If they were to understand better, again, this is a regional. Other chess teams from other states, Doc, there are over 500 players in that competition.
Wow, 500.
500 minimum. 500. People can go to the Queen City Classic, go to their website, and they can pull all this information off the web or have it sent to them. They'd be more than happy to email it to them. We're talking about Illinois, Missouri, Indiana, Ohio, Tennessee, going up against our people, our kids, and our kids letting them know we're just as tough as you, maybe even tougher.
That's good.
And no one's bragging about that. Nobody's saying that. Governor Bevin was not there really necessarily to say they don't play chess in West Louisville. No, that's not why he was there. He was contacted because, hey, look what our young people accomplished at this regional tournament. And his response was, man, that's fantastic. Yeah, I'd love to meet them. Yeah, I'd like to encourage them. Yeah, I'd like to take some photos with them. Well, come on down. And the second thing I'd like to say real quick, I know you probably have a few questions, but we're nonpartisan. Jerry Miller's a Republican. Reginald Meeks is a Democrat. When I was there at the Kentucky House, they both made that happen, particularly Reginald. And they both took pictures with me, and they both were saying, hey, Corbin, what more can we do for the West Louisville Chess Club? Barbara Sexton, David James, they're Democrats. Every time I get with David James, Corbin, what are some things you need? Let me know. He doesn't guarantee me anything, but he just, hey, what are your needs? Barbara Sexton, Corbin, what are your needs? Man, I'm so proud of you guys. What are your needs? Hey, sure, no problem. James Peden, he's on Metro Council. He's a Republican. James, I need some tournaments set. Corbin, you'll have them in a week. You want me to deliver them? You want to come pick them up? That's the kind of supporter he is. So we're nonpartisan. Democrat, Republican, we're nonpartisan. So I hope some people weren't thinking that I got to wait for a Democratic Party governor before we arrange something. Right. Yeah. No, they did it. They did it. Yeah. They need this recognition now. And so the highest public official, elected public official in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, said on behalf of the Commonwealth of Kentucky and said on behalf of the people of Kentucky, hey, guys, we're proud of you. Go do it again.
And not only said it, he backed it up.
Backed it up, Doc.
By coming and visiting.
45 minutes, Doc. You would have thought we were some big multi-billion-dollar company thinking about coming to Kentucky. Nah, I'm going to be there. And he was there.
Well, that is fantastic. They won the whole conference.
They won their section. We're going back again this coming March 2019. Our goal is to win 3 team trophies. We're always looking good in grades 4 through 6, under 800 rated. We're going to pull together some pretty good competitors in the K-12 open section. Very competitive because you just don't know the playing strength of the players. It's open. But I think we can pull together some good talent for that. And then I've got some K-3 students who are looking pretty good. And then because of what we accomplished this past March, the chess club has been growing. We're close to 40, 45 members right now. And our goal is to reach 50 by this December. I think that's a realistic goal. I think we're going to reach that because barely a day goes by when I'm not getting a phone message. Hey, I want my son or daughter to get involved. Hey, when's your next tournament? Things like that.
Well, tell me, if somebody's listening to the program today, how would they get a hold of you?
Go to our website, the WestLouisvilleChessClub.com. Go to our website. Our contact information is there. Pictures are there, things of that nature. The WestLouisvilleChessClub.com, or you can call the Louisville Urban League. Leave a message. You can either leave a message for Sam Johnson or Rodney Webb. So those are the 2 best ways to get a hold of us. We're always looking for new talent. Like every other nonprofit organization, every other youth group in the city of Louisville, we're always needing financial material support, more financial than material. We need some donations because this year in April, we're going to the All-Girls National Chess Championship. We're going there. That's up in Chicago.
National championship.
National. One of the foundations supporting it is Kasparov's foundation. He was a former world champion, and he's sponsoring it. And there's rumor that he might be there. So this is a great opportunity. Going to a national cost. It lasts over like 2.5 days. So you know about hotel, and room and board. Our goal is to take like young ladies with us. I think we got 4 who are definitely ready for it. We want to take another 4 to sort of expose them to it so that we're ready to go to the 2020 Nationals. The Louisville Urban League, I can't praise them enough. They've even challenged me to look at taking a team to 2 Nationals. Another Nationals, K6 in Nashville. I think that'll be in May. They're really challenging me to go to 2. Now, I'm telling you, Doc, if you had said something like, hey, let's go to 2 Nationals like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I would have said, let's go take you over here to drug rehab. We ain't going to. You out of your mind. You know what you're talking about. But after what happened at the Queen City Classic this past March, so the way they performed, the conditions they performed, I'm open to it. We have the money. I'm willing to go. I'm willing to take them. I'll take this team anywhere.
Now, if somebody wanted to donate to the West Louisville Chess Club, how would they do that?
Contact the Louisville Urban League. You make your check, money order out to the Louisville Urban League. Put in the memo section, the West Louisville Chess Club, or add a little note to it, say West Louisville Chess Club. This is for the West Louisville Chess Club. Then mail it to the Louisville Urban League, 1535 West Broadway, Louisville, Kentucky, 40203.
And that's on the internet, too? They have their own website?
Yes. Their website is lul.org. lul.org. Yes, that's the Louisville Urban League's website.
What's the LUL?
Louisville Urban League.
And it's an abbreviation.
Yes.
Because you've only been at this a couple of years.
Well, personally, I've been a chess coach since September 2010 as my source of income. Before that time, I had my daughter involved. We were going all over the city, competing in tournaments and all. I got the opportunity to go into full-time. Really, the encouragement. Didn't really get the money. I first got the encouragement. Dr. Anthony Middleton at Cable Baptist Church, I taught chess at his summer camp. He called me into his office one day. He said, Corbin, sit down. I want to show you something. He said, Corbin, you see these letters here? These are all letters about chess. How these parents, grandparents, it really helped their young people. I said, well, that's great, Doc. I said, no, we appreciate you. Corbin, have you ever thought about doing this on a full-time basis? I said, sure, if I had the money. LG&E's funny. Every month they keep sending me this green bill saying, hey, we want some money. So, I don't know what it is about.
Exactly.
I don't know if it's racial profiling or what, but they keep sending me this bill every month. And he laughed too, and he said, Corbin, I can't give you money, but you can use our church basement as your office. And so from there on, I've been running ever since. And it's really because of the activity I was doing all throughout the county that Sadiqa Reynolds, the current president of the Louisville Urban League, approached me. She said, I want you for working with us. And then that's when we came up with the West Louisville Chess Club. And I've been moving ever since. She's been very supportive, as supportive she possibly can be. Sadiqa's got a lot of responsibilities on her, a lot of projects, a lot of great things they're doing there at the league. And amongst all that, he's made it perfectly clear to me, we're never going to let this die. As long as you're doing this, and as long as these young people want to be part of it, he said, don't worry, I got you. Can't thank Sadiqa enough. I don't mean to be disrespectful, Mrs. President Reynolds. I can't praise her enough.
Well, I think that's tremendous. And it's great that you kind of put Louisville on the map as far as chess is concerned.
Well, that's definitely one of our goals. Our vision is to become the most successful urban chess program in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. And we do think out of that, that we are going to develop a chess program that's going to have some national recognition. You go look at the Walt Disney documentary called Brooklyn Castle. You go on YouTube and you search like there's a chess program down in Mississippi. And I say to people all the time, you see what they're doing? You see what kind of attention they're getting? See how this is really having such a positive impact on these young people and their families?
Right.
As if we're doing the same thing right here in Louisville, Kentucky.
Now tell me again, if there's a listener that's interested in joining the West Louisville Chess Club.
Well, if they want to join, again, go to our website, thewestlouisvillechessclub.com. We should have a membership form on there. If you can't find the membership form, just come to our email, contact me at urbanlouisvillechess@yahoo.com. We'll just get together. We do have twice monthly club meetings. We do have a tournament schedule that extends into 2019. And in some Thursday evenings, I'm there at the league doing work, doing research. And it's sort of like an open door situation where anybody can come in, adult, young people. They want to learn chess. If they want to learn more about the chess club, that's why I'm there. And so they can come in there and do that.
And if they wanted to donate to the cause, how would they do that?
Again, I would urge them to contact the Louisville Urban League and call them. You can Google them and get their address. You can mail in the check. Or, better yet, come to one of our club meetings. Go to our website, see what one of our club meetings. Come into one of our club meetings. See what we're doing. Meet the chess parents.
Yeah.
Meet the young people. Meet my coaches. Right now, we got about 12 people on our coaching staff. Yes. Got 12 people on our coaching staff. Come meet them. Come sit down and talk with them. I'll accept the check. I don't turn down anybody's check. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, liberal, conservative. As long as the check is good, I'll take it. Because we need it. We need the money.
Corbin Seaver, we're about out of time, but I think that's a wonderful story. And I'm so surprised and happy that Louisville won that whole regional
Yes, we
tournament.
wanted that regional. We're going to do it again next year. We're focused on doing it again next year. And I just also want to say in conclusion, at that tournament, those young people behaved in a way that would have made everybody proud. Great behavior, great sportsmanship, very positive behavior. I didn't have to raise my voice to yell at anybody for acting silly or ridiculous, anything like that. Nothing like that. They were great. They were fantastic.
Well, that's terrific. West Louisville Chess Club. We're about out of time. God bless you. Corbin Seaver. Tune in again next week for the rest of the news.